Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skylover. I'm getting out of bed here because it's, for some reason, oddly loud in the bed. I'm going to go stand out here for a minute. I never stand out this side, so we're going to go look over here while I talk. Welcome, Rumble Strip. Welcome, Next Level Styles. Good to see you all. Welcome, everybody else who's watching. we're going to do some space and planetary stuff today. And hopefully I can sit through the whole thing. My back kind of hurts a little bit, and I'm not sure why. It's either that I slept funny or because I was working on... okay, let me take a moment and tell you how my week went. So, the other day, we noticed after doing a load of laundry that there was like a little bit of water on the floor. And we were like, oh no, there's a leak somewhere. So we moved I pulled the washing machine away from the wall and saw that actually one of the, there's the two water outlets, one for hot and one for cold, and they're both 20 years old. This washing machine is 20 or more years old, and it's never, as far as I know, never been unhooked up and rehooked up, so it's just been connected for like 20 years. And so this one shut off is just like, it's supposed to be like gold or copper looking, but it's all green because I assume it's copper and it turned green. And the other one is like covered in calcium, right? Because clearly there was a leak at some point and I didn't even know. And it's just like covered in all this like calcium deposit. But you could see that it had been at some point spraying, this was the hot water shutoff, spraying onto the back of the washing machine, which was then dripping down and going into, like through some holes going into the bottom of the washing machine. And so I, was just kind of testing around with some things and noticed that when you switch it to hot, like I want to run it with just hot water, which we pretty much never do, but like just hot water, almost no water goes in. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh no, the shutoff that's all covered in calcium, it's all clogged up. We can't get any hot water out of it. I'm going to have to replace this. And then I noticed that some water had come out of the bottom of the washing machine. And then, I started making plans to like replace the hoses and replace the, at least, just the one shutoff that I thought was clogged. And all of a sudden it clicked that when I run hot water only, there's no water going into the washing machine, and a puddle appears on the floor. And then I put two and two together and realized that actually hot water is just falling out the bottom of the washing machine. So, hey TJ, welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about washing machines because it's a space engineer stream, So anyway, ordered a new washing machine and then started to replace the, that was going to take a couple days, so started to replace the shutoffs. And I tried to, I chiseled basically all of the calcium off of this thing. And then I started to take the hose off of it. And I was going to try to unscrew it off of this like PVC pipe that it's in. And it immediately just cracked. Because the inside was just so rusted and everything, it just cracked off. So now I got the bottom stuck in this PVC pipe. And I'm like, okay, well this is going to be a whole big thing. So my dad came over and we went to Menards and we got a bunch of stuff. Oh, but before we went to Menards, we were looking at the other one and he was like, hey, do you think you could take that pipe, that hose off that other one so I could look at something because it's in the way? And I went to take the other one off and it also just completely snapped. So we're like, okay, fine, we're going to have to. So did the whole thing, got the new ones on, got the new washing machine. It's actually quite nice. It's one of those ones that plays a little song for you for like an hour when it's done. It's nice. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Now I've got brand new shutoffs. They look really nice. The pipes look really nice. The water on the floor is all not happening anymore, so I'm very happy. That washing machine lasted us a really long time. Most appliances don't last that long these days, and going like 20 years, that's pretty good, so. Anyway, because I'm pretty sure we've lived in this house for like 15 years, and I'm pretty sure that washing machine was here at least 5 years, if I remember from the, like, year it was made, roughly around, so. Anyway, hey Marcus. So let me talk a little bit about some space engineers things that I've accomplished. So, taking advice from people and various sources. I just need to go where it's quiet. Can I go over here? There we go. Okay. It's nice. Alright, so anyway. Taking advice from various people and trying to figure out if I can reboot the world to get all the cargo ships and the random encounters to work and stuff. This was a lot of Marcus's suggestions to me. But shut off everything. The cargo ships, random encounters, there's like 4 things. There's like 4 options for spawning things in this game now. So I turned them all off, went into the game, saved it, went out, turned them all back on, came in, saved it, went out, came back in again. Then I was like, I'm going to have to do some stuff to test. So I went and did a little bit of mining to get that out of the way so we won't have to watch me do a bunch of mining today. Yeah, I've been sitting in the bed for a while stuff's been churning on in the refinery there, and there's nothing has spawned, unfortunately. So I think this world is in fact a lost cause. So, but yeah. No, next level, the washing machine that we replaced was 20 years old, because it was in our house while I lived here for 15 years, and then it was probably 5 years older. It was purchased like 5 years before I bought this house. So we think about 20 years based on the model of washing machine that it is. Or was now, because it's gone. So my dryer did not last nearly that long. It completely crapped out like a couple years into owning this house. So anyway. Washing machines are still cheap because they're already in the country. Someone else, I think it was Chad, suggested something obvious that I missed, which is this thing always flies with this end pointed up, so I don't need nearly as many thrusters pointing up. So we could just get rid of a lot of the upward thrusters, and that will save us even more capacity on the flight. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to take out some, but I'm going to take out possibly this entire pack of thrusters on the... Oh man, how am I... Hold on. What's your questions? Throw them in the chat there. Me or some of the other cool people will answer your questions. Okay, so I might take off these 2 packs that are on the bottom here, and then see if I can get myself up to the top to take those out. I might have to wait till we're up in space to do that, but I also want to try figuring out if I can make the... If I can make put atmospheric thrusters on here that turn on and off when we get to and from space. Yeah, when we get to like the edge of the atmosphere. So I think I'm going to have to... I don't remember the edge of atmosphere. Actually, I could probably look that up, couldn't I? Let me do that real quick. Let's get a tab going in here and say Space Engineers Earth-like atmospheric thruster efficiency? Yeah, close enough. It'll know what I mean. Efficiency. Gone efficiency. Alright, so it says usage type considerations, power dimensions, thrust values are based, usage can only be used on planets with thick atmosphere. It's a horizontal flight, now vertical flight. Okay, so hold on. Let me go to planets. Let me just oops. What was that? That was weird. Okay. Let's do get it bigger. There we go. All right, let's see. I know there's no sound, and when I bring the sound back, it's going to be like deafening, but GPS, hold on. That's ore generation. Measurements, diameter, gravitational fields, how to spawn planets. Hey, Jer. How's it doing? Oh my god. How's it going? Built and set up. You're having trouble getting a second build and repair to work? That's interesting. Thruster comparison. So what's it doing? It's just like sitting there doing nothing? Effective max lift. Effectiveness in space. Ah, there we go. Oh, no. That's not it. Spheric thruster. I swear this is going to have to be on like a... Get me back to planets. Or I could just ride the thing up and see where roughly the atmosphere ends. You want to go to basically roughly where the cloud is. Our very thin, like pixel thin cloud is roughly where it's at. But and I'd be good if that's where we just stopped. So gravity, max altitude with gravity. I don't need that. Oh, ooh, what's this? Gravitational influence. Oh. That does not help because I don't know where the... Thrusters, thruster calculator, thruster sucks, 13 tips on thrusters, space engineers, let's say edge of atmosphere. Planets, that's the same wiki. Oh, it's random. Moving planets. Okay, you know what? We're gonna not worry about it. There are, so when you're dealing with the when you're dealing with the build and repair. Now, I don't think you need to do help others for this. It should say though, I think. Let's look at the build and repair. And especially if you have build info. I don't know if it shows these things all the time, but it tells you like what it's trying to do. So make sure you've got fly mode going if you're trying to do something that is not on the exact same grid as the build and repair. That's really the only thing I could think of. Anything else would... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ride this... Well, we're going to put some stuff in here. I'm going to ride this up to the space station, and we're just going to mark where what the altitude is, roughly where we lose the thing. And then we can put some stuff in it. Alright, what's this thing called? Is it the cargo elevator? Cargo elevators, cargo... Here we go. Alright, then I need my ore. As you can see, I got a lot of goods. That is good. That is all of it. I don't need nearly that much. Let's bring, like, 5,000. Let's not bring all of this, either. Not in the same trip, at least. Let's bring, like, 20. That's good. That's the opposite of what I meant to do, but we'll just do that. Bring a bunch of iron, bit of nickel, bit of silicon. What are we going to need more of for me to just kind of toss in there? We could also bring a little bit of ice up too. Yeah, we'll bring just a little bit of ice because I should probably replenish the hydrogen on the other thing too. So then maybe we don't bring this much. Let's put back 10K, and let's bring... Actually, let's let's do this. Let's just bring 5,000. And then however much more iron we could bring. Okay, so that's going to be our payload. This is going to be the heaviest we've been so far. Now, is there anything else I need to do while I'm down here? Do I have this thing? This thing's closed. Okay. So... Yes. Yes? I feel like I should bring a bottle, but also I think all of my bottles are up on the space station. So, plenty of oxygen. We'll get energy out of this thing. Batteries are charged. All this stuff. Alright, so... How do I do this now? I already forgot. Do I run the timer? No, we don't run the timer. All we have to do is... ooh. Oh, I think there was a... No. No, there still hasn't been a build info update. Because this is still broken. It's still showing me the wrong thing. I think 9 is up. What we are planning is to build a refinery on the space station. So, that's what we're doing. I think I got this in a weird order, because we have to do, like, this to go, and then I think we do that. Yeah, and then everything else just kind of handles itself, and then we hope for the best. So we're just going to watch for roughly what the altitude is when we get past the clouds, and then that'll be our indication for where the thrusters should, the atmospherics should turn off and the hydrogens should turn on. I could probably turn off some of these GPS markers here. What else we got? Let's turn it off. They're within 150 meters. 150 meters of the first. Yeah, that could be... Your problem could just be that... well, no, it depends on where the thing it's trying to build is. There are multiple versions of the build and repair mod on the workshop too. So it's... You could look and see, like, there's like a fixed one. So there's a version where, because I think his name is Dummy09. It was Dummy something. The original mod author is gone. He's not doing the thing anymore. So someone else did do a fixed version, but they also put in, like, you know, you need semiconductors, and it uses a lot of power and stuff. So which is nice if you want a challenge, if you want it to be like, not trivial to build them. Ooh, we just lost sound. That could be... I think I'm going to say 7,000 meters altitude. Since we've lost sound here. Oh, here, let me do this. Yeah, okay. Atmosphere's gone here. So let's say 7,000 meters. And we'll go from there. Anyway, what I was saying was, there is like a fixed version... And then there's like a slightly different version of that one by the same author where he's like, I've fixed all the bugs, but it's all of the original costs, like build costs and everything. So maybe try that one. It's possible if you're using the original. I think I am using the original right now, if I recall. I don't actually remember. But yeah, we don't need all of these thrusters facing forward. There's no reason to do that. The only reason it needs these thrusters is for braking and the initial push-off, but it just fires them constantly to, adjust course. So we don't need that. I think what I'll do is, for simplicity's sake, I'll keep the hydrogens that are on the sides, even when the atmospherics are going, because that'll be just so little hydrogen burning, it won't really make a difference. So... Oh, so you're already using a different version of it. Okay, because the original and the one that I was talking about, the fixed version, both have small grid versions as well. So, the other thing for people who didn't catch the stream last time, the ore generation inside of asteroids is also a little bit bugged. I was using I have that radio spectrometry script where you can look at an asteroid with an ore detector and, with readouts, figure out what ore is in it. And there was an asteroid nearby. I don't know which one, but there was an asteroid nearby that supposedly had ice in it. And we went over there and it had platinum, which isn't supposed to generate in asteroids. So it's likely that Daily Needs, because Daily Needs also messes with the ore maps and puts potassium in asteroids, overwrote what Scarce Resources was supposed to do, even though I had Daily Needs load first and then Scarce Resources, so I would have assumed, because I'm not using the potassium, so I figured, what the heck. But apparently it did it anyway, so I don't know. Maybe that needed to be the opposite order, I don't know. But we're almost there. The scariest part of going up to the station is it's dummy 08. Yeah, there you go. The scariest part of going up to the station is that you can't see the station until you get really close to it. And then once you can see it, it looks like you're coming up really, really fast. And then the thing like rapidly slows down. So you think you're going to smash into it. All right, so we will get... So the platinum is all up on the station, which is why we need to get the iron up there. And we need to get a refinery going. So we're going to do that. That's thing one, so we can start processing that platinum quickly. We removed the Force Dynamic Grids mod. The theory was that was what was accidentally causing the station to turn into a ship periodically. That should only be happening. Force Dynamic Grids should only work in gravity and only when there's like a grid change event. So it's possible, though, that we did something like bumping it and potentially doing a little bit of damage caused it to swap into a station, because I'm pretty sure the station is technically, even though it says 0 Gs of gravity, you know how it goes from like 0.05 to 0? I think we're technically in the like 0.01 range, so the mod was still kicking in. That's my theory. And we went up and down, and docked a couple of times last stream and had no issues with the station. But once we get some platinum going, then we'll get some ions on there. They'll be nice and easy. Unsupported stations is... unsupported stations is not checked, I don't think. Because I would not want unsupported stations normally. But that's a good point. That could also just be the problem. But if you make something a station, unsupported stations shouldn't be changing it back. But I think it probably follows the same algorithm that Force Dynamic Grids does, so who knows. Maybe what I should do is just move the station back a little bit so that it is definitely out of gravity, and then I don't have to worry about all this. So, whatever. Not even in space? That can't be right. Otherwise, the convert to station button would be useless. I thought unsupported stations was for if you have like a station that is in voxels in gravity and then you like sever it, it will always fall down as opposed to immediately just like remaining as a station. Like if you check that, then like severing a station in gravity from a voxel, it will just remain as a station, but if you don't have that checked, then it'll do extra stuff to make sure it turns into a dynamic grid. That was my understanding of it. I'm pretty sure I also have never had that checked. but I'm always happy to be proven wrong. If someone's got a... Yeah. Alright, so we can see the station up ahead now. I do love how it kind of glimmers like that. That is kind of cool looking. I don't know what that is. Did we even put lights up on there? I don't even think so. I don't know what's shimmering there. Yeah, no worries. We could just eliminate this whole problem and just stick a little bit of voxel nearby and, you know, embed the station into it. But seems cheaty. Seems cheaty. All right, let's hope. How'd we do on... I see we used half our hydrogen, which is pretty much what I wanted. So if we take off some thrusters, put some atmospherics on so it can get a little bit higher without the thrusters going, then we should be all good. That seems a little bit misaligned. I'm gonna have my finger on the trigger here because... Oh no, it's making its way. It's figuring it out. Okay. I'm not doing anything here. This is all the autopilot. Oh, yes. Yes. Perfect. We did it. 100% automated. Yeah, I know. We're going to put more batteries on. I'm going to put them... I think I'm going to put 2 big ones on top of each of these things here. So we'll have plenty of battery. But yeah, so we should have... Nice, I can just do this. We should have... cargo... I don't know that I have enough room to store all of this here, do I? Nope. Nope, I don't. Okay, we're going to need more cargo. Which, probably going to need more... Prop. Oh, when did these all get built? Oh. Well, I guess there you go. I guess it all got built. Yep. That's kind of awkward. Are we working on the platinum now? No. Oh, because I didn't turn it on. On. Now, how's our battery situation? Oops, don't do that. Okay. We are still, even with the refinery going, with no power modules, we are able to... where did you get more iron from? Did I bring more iron up here on a different trip? I don't remember doing that. Anyway. Hey, John. Not too bad. You haven't missed much. You could probably just go straight to live. All we did was fly up to the station. The dummy 08 one, I think I'm using it right now. It's generally fine. It occasionally runs into issues where, like, it will, like, and I don't know what triggers it to do this, but if you've got, like, if you've got grind not owned blocks, I want to say, or neutral blocks. It's one of these two. It doesn't always do this, so I don't know what the trigger is, but it will grind the wheels off of your trucks and stuff like that. And because they're technically not owned, you know, they're like but they're a subgrid, so it shouldn't take it because it's a subgrid of an owned grid, but for some reason on occasion it will do that. I don't actually know why I have that turned on. I usually just turn all these off. And I got in the habit of just turning all of them off because it would do that. And I'd come by and I'd, you know, I thought I'd parked my car in a bad neighborhood or something. Like all the wheels are just gone and the car would just be sitting there. So, and the fixed one doesn't do that. The other thing is that the fixed one will also respect safe zones. The original one was from before safe zones existed, so it can do it ignores the like, you know, can't grind, can't weld in the safe zone, and it'll just do it anyway. And also the fixed one will also respect like Darkstar's defense shields. You know, it won't grind through the defense shields. So that's pretty much it. Okay, cool. So this is good. So I've got cobalt up here. We need to make another cargo container, and I think I'm just going to put it right next to the other one here. Do I have cargo in here? I do. Oop. Just going to put it right there. And I might make a big one too at some... I should make a big one actually now that I say that. I always do grind before weld. Just because usually if I'm grinding, like if I'm getting rid of something, like I want to get rid of it usually so I could build something else, so I just always say grind before weld. Oh, the script that I was using to queue things for the build and repair for some inexplicable reason stopped working. So I've been having to queue them up manually like an animal. Okay, so we got that. We got the cargo. We're going to need Izzy up here pretty soon, I'm sure. I mean, honestly, I guess I could probably just do that now since I have a programmable block I'm not using. But whatever, we're not going to do it yet. Let's see. So we need to make sure that all your stuff is out of you. Come on. Let's see. This is the new cargo. So where's the CA at? CAMK. Are you not? You're not filtering? Oh, it's all empty. Never mind. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me. I have a plugin that adds additional search boxes, and I think they made that vanilla in the last update, and I completely forgot about that. I was going to check and see if I needed to do anything with that. Ah, hey, we can get all this stuff out of the thing. Oh, was there extra material in the Moon Knight? Or did I just never take that out? Probably never took it out, but that's all the platinum was in the miner. I know that for sure. That's where all of my food went. Okay, that's good. Then a little bit more. Let's take you out of there and put you there. Can't fit you. Put you there. Good enough. Okay, so we're basically full. Almost full on cargo already. That's okay. Yeah, the script's not showing up on the first load has been an issue for a while. I don't know why. So, okay, so as long as I'm up here, I'm going to do some rearranging of the things on here. So I need... Do I have any steel plate? Oh, I got tons. Give me all that. Might as well give me that. Alright. Let's just let the build and repair take some things. So I'm going to take off this whole pack and some of the braking, some of the thrust up here. Some of the forward thrust. I'm going to keep all the downward thrust, the 1, 2, 3, the 12 downward thrusts from the top, because they'll only kick in once we're above the atmosphere. So I don't think I really need all of these. So... right? Probably. Probably I don't need all these. I mean, I definitely don't need the up ones, so I'm not really worried about that. But do I want to keep more of the downward ones, the downward facing ones? Have a good one, Rumble Strip. I guess let's try it without them. Oh, the ones toasting my face, those are just keeping me warm in the depths of space, that's all. This chair is supposed to be temporary, but it's come in handy to go up and down, you know, to ride this thing up and down. So if I could just climb into one of the cargo things, that would be even cooler. It's too bad that those new, like, vats that are cryo chambers aren't for small grid, because I would totally just put myself in a tube and fly up here. All right, let's get rid of these. Go. All right, then I think I'm going to take out these. I'm going to keep 4 facing this direction, and I'm probably going to put 1 or 2 atmospherics facing in this direction as well, just to have some, just so that it can have something it can do on the, well, now, you know, do I want to keep, yeah, I'll do that. All right, so I want to do a battery on each side here. This way. Oh, 2 check. You know what I should do? Not die up here. Grab one of these, well, one of these. And, am I using up a lot of hydrogen? I don't feel like I am, but I'll grab a hydrogen bottle too. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about that as much. Okay, so we're getting rid of those. We'll get the batteries going. We will get them... We'll cover those up later. Alright, then I gotta think about where I'm gonna put thrusters. I want to do large thrusters. I think 2 facing down is pretty much all I need. And then maybe just a... If I do side-facing thrusters... If I do side-facing thrusters, then I could turn all the hydrogens off entirely. I'm not sure that it's really needed, but the... You know, there's... Otherwise, if it tilts, then it has to use the gyro to try to fix itself, and then it'll all, like, get all snaky, so... I could do... I think I'm going to leave the chair on it, for one. Can I tell it to build through here? Apparently so. Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm hoping that those 2 large batteries, when fully charged, will be enough to run some thrusters for just long enough to get me... Actually, I really probably only need 1, to be honest, but... Let's do 2. Just to be safe. So we're going to do two big ones. And then I'm going to do... Let's see. Is this the whole group? Good. All right. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to do... two of these. This should be... Oh, is this going to be a problem? Place... No, not... Oh. Oh. I'm hitting the wrong button. That one. That might be a problem with the antenna if that's sitting there. If that's sitting there like that. Okay, well I was going to do that, but now I'm thinking I'm going to do flat nose. And we'll probably do like... Because I don't think we need a lot. We just need a little bit to help it do what it needs to do. So we're going to do some flat nose there. And then... one that way. One that way, then what am I missing? One up, one down? Or, you know, if you're going this way. It's the most symmetrical way to do this. Let's see, I could do... Man, it's too bad I put that antenna right there. Oh, wait, no. Here, I'll just do this. We'll put one there. Then we'll go find a spot around here to put another one. Like... we could move the gyro. We could go... Oh, we could just put it, like, right here. We got... Yeah, let's just put it right there. I don't care. Alright, then we're going to have to get a bunch of parts made. We could turn all that off. Let's see, I don't need you anymore. I got one, both those, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the little ones. Okay. Then I need probably to let it finish and then figure out what's still needed. But yeah, let's let it make a bunch of these and then we'll see where we're at. Yeah, I think this will be good. This will be good, because then it'll be easy enough to just say, like, look, we're going to just switch entirely to atmospherics once we get below a certain level, and we'll switch entirely to hydrogen once we get above a certain level. Then we ought to be good. Hopefully... 2 of these is enough. I would imagine it is, but now I'm thinking with all the... If we're completely heavy with ore, is that going to be enough? There's only one way to find out. And unfortunately, it involves plummeting straight down to the planet, so... Oh, you know what we should do? Since we're here, we need to turn on... the O2 generator. And it's a small one, but it checks out. It's outputting 100 liters per second, which is fine, because we'll just continue doing that. And these should have been on stockpile, so these are probably full, or as full as they can get. Yeah, they're full. So we're good. We're good for the home trip already. We're gonna need more parts. So I need you. It always makes more parts than I need because it, the one on the station only builds to functional. So let's see, you're functional. You're functional. Good, good. Yeah, when we get down to the planet, it'll build the rest of them, which is kind of fun. Okay, so really just just you are the only one, I think. This is how I end up with extra parts. What else we need? Event controller. And a place to put it. Where are we going to put an event controller that doesn't look dumb? I could take out one of the batteries. I don't really need all the little batteries. Am I going to need any more event controllers? Let's just put it right here for now. Or do I have another spot that I could put it? I could probably take these remote controls out. I don't really need those. Let's take this remote control out. It doesn't do nothing. Alright, you got enough parts for that? Okay. Alright, where's my seat? Let's go program all this. Is my seat the wrong color? It was. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so we need... these Flatmos are going to be... Flatmo S. And then somewhere in here are some Atmo L. Oh, you know, I also changed the order of the mods to try to get that Elite Dangerous overlay to work, and I haven't tried that, so we should probably try that. Alright, batteries. If you go in the same group, we ought to be good to go with you. So I shouldn't have to change anything with you. Backward, backward, left, right, up, down. Perfect. Okay. Atmos. Oh, you know what? Actually, it just occurred to me. Will... Oh, wait, hold on. Will the flight controllers turn on all of the thrusters on their own or not? I guess we'll find out. We might be running all of them. Only one way to find out, I guess. Alright, so I need to change... first off, the event controller needs to go altitude greater than or equal to, we were going to say, 7,000. I hope that's high enough. Or low enough, because the Atmos... I don't want the thing to completely slow down before they get to kick in. You know? Let's try it. That's... Yeah, I think you're right. Let's do 650. Or 6,500. Okay, so... At 6,500... Wait, what did I say? Greater than or equal to? Equal or greater than. Okay. So, we want at greater than or equal to, we want Atmos off, and at less than, we want Atmos on. Then we want, we also want the, why did I need this group? Oh, that's for manual piloting. When above, we want these on, and when below, we want these off. So it's on, off, and for this it is off, on. Okay. So that's good. So this is thruster chooser. So that should be good. I don't need to see you at all. Then the last thing I need to change is the docking and undocking. Docking ready. What does docking ready do again? Just does the connector, right? That's all it does? Yeah, okay. So when we are locked, the connector that is up, the connector facing up, I assume that's right. Hang on. I have to remember how this works. The connector up, that's the top one. Okay. Okay. So locked up, docking locked up. We want... okay, so when the up one locks, we do want that to shut off. When it unlocks, we want that to turn on. But when it locks, I'm just going to have it just, we're just going to make sure that this also turns off. When it disconnects, I don't want them to turn on. So then the down one is going to be the opposite. So the down one, when it disconnects, I don't want these to turn on. So we're removing that. When it disconnects, don't turn those on, but you could still turn them off just in case something has happened and I like manually turn them on or something. And then for the Atmos, when it connects, these should be off, and when it disconnects, these should be on. I think that should do it. So let me add this to my list of things here to manage. So they're all off. They're all on now, apparently. Why are they still appear to be on? Autopilot disabled. That's concerning. No. Are you not in the group or something? Or are you just lying to me that you're still on? Okay. You're also still on. What the heck group did I put in here? Atmos. Toggle block off. Now they all seem to be off. Toggle on. Okay, like, what? Toggle block on off. No autopilots are running. The mod bundle of mine is, if you go, there's two ways you can get to it. You can go find the video where I talk about it, and then it's linked in the description there, or you could just go to the workshop and search for Duke's Quality of Life, which no longer has force dynamic grids in it. Okay, but seriously, why don't they seem to be... Now it says they're all on, but they are not. Okay, hang on. This is definitely... Nope. Nope, it's the wrong Atmos. That's the MK Atmos. Does the MK have Atmos? I completely forgot that it did. CA Atmos. Now I am concerned that I programmed all of these things with the wrong thrusters. So let's double check. I did. Look at that. I did. And nobody called me on it. At least I didn't see it if you did. So let's fix that. We need these Atmos, and they need to be off. Okay. Good, good. And then for down... This could have been a disaster, you guys. All right. This is on, off, and then on. This is off when it's connected. For down. When down is disconnected, they turn on. Yes. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense, Ajir. Okay, how's these big batteries looking? And then we could see how much longer. They are current input 0 because they're full. Because they're full. Current output 0, stored power. Yep, they're full. Okay, so we're good to go. I do want to spend some time today. Is that new? Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me tell you something else that I did that may or may not have been stupid. I put MES back in, but didn't put in any MES mods in the hopes that MES would just fix whatever problem it had. So I don't know if this is things working or if this is MES fixing things, but I don't care because either way, there's new things. Now we have to wait and see if Factorum spawns. I know they're the new cargo ships. Does so this is what I don't know. Does MES control the new cargo ships if it's in? Because if so, I'm cool with that. Like, that would have just made it work. Or does MES kind of ignore the new ships? And like it ignores the Factorum spawns and lets them do their own thing. Interesting. Either way. Either way. Either way, this is potentially good news. At least the cargo ships are... At least the cargo ships are... I can't... What happened here? There we go. You know what? If the cargo ships are spawning, we could at least have some fun with that once I get some weapons going. There it is. Look at that. That thing's pretty big. Where's the other one at? Wow, it's really bright. I assume this is a new thing, but I don't remember. I don't recall things being this bright. Having like a nice little glint in the distance. I like it. That's cool. Little tugboat. Okay, so we got some... Oh, the glow is from Eli's. Oh, that would make sense, because it... I don't know, I'm looking at that. That would make sense, because Elite Dangerous does that. Let me double check if maybe we also fixed that piece of it as well. I'm not going to hit main cockpit, because I think that turned us into a station last time, although I could probably check. Nope, still not showing up here. Enable target locking. Yeah, no, still not showing up. Ah, well, that's okay. It has to be main. Well, you know what then? It has to be main for it to show up. Here's what we will do then. How much hydrogen do I have in here? I don't remember which tank. Okay, so they're all kind of full here, so. Alright. We're gonna turn on all of these. Am I... You know what? Let's not do this. Let's do... We're going to do 2 tests at the same time here. The first one is going to be if I make this the main cockpit, do we become a station? First off, we are not a station right now because we're a small grid. All right. Main cockpit. Let's leave the cockpit. Come back. Main cockpit. Nope. I bet, I'm pretty sure this is messing with it, because, like, you could see it's probably supposed to be, like, right there, but you never know. Or, like, right there. Sometimes mods put in 2 lines, but... Yeah. This is also that brand new cockpit. Is it possible that they need to update the mod to use the new cockpit? It's there? Wait, it's there? Where was it? Oh, main cockpit. Show and hug. Throw. Just a handbrake. Park. Enable target locking. Show inertial dampers. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's nothing there. It's not one of these, right? There's nothing here. This looks exactly the same as before. I did change the order in which these things load so that I don't remember which one comes first. But yeah, not here. Do we know that it works with, like, this cockpit specifically? Let me jump over here and see if we became a... Yeah, no, we're still a station. Well, that's good. Okay, I think we're gonna ride this thing back down to the planet and then portal back up here and just do some work up here while everything else... Because what I'd like to do is make this thing a bit more of an actual station and less of a platform, you know, like get a pressurized area up here, you know. I'll probably send a whole bunch of ice up for some oxygen pretty soon. I probably should get some weapons going on here just in case. I don't think any of these things actually come after you, right? Like they have to just you have to do something to antagonize them, right? They're not like the Reavers or something. But it is cool that they finally showed up after all this time. Anyway, let's take a long trip back to the surface and see if we smash into anything. Once again, quick blueprint. And I believe this time we do this and this. Then we unlock that one and do this. Okay, good. So those thrusters are on, and these did not turn on. That is a good thing. And let's hope that see, the problem with using this as the using this the automatons as the control method is that it's like it's trying to keep a specific speed, and the best it could do is like speed up above it and then slow down and then speed up and then slow down. And, yeah. So it always burns just a little more fuel than it needs to. I should probably have checked to make sure that I didn't bring any inventory back down. We put some parts, because we ran out of cargo up there, so we put some parts in here. That's okay, I'm not worried about it. Maybe it did show up, I don't know. Does, here, I'm sitting in an older seat right now. Let me... I don't really want to get out of the seat, but let me make it the main cockpit. I think it may be working. Yes, I think it is working. So, this leads me to believe that it is specifically the cab that isn't working. So, although it's really nice that it's like right in my thrusters. It's a little bit of a design flaw. So, okay, so it does work. It's probably just the cab because it's brand new. They probably need to like add a flag to it or something like that. So, that's pretty cool. I don't know that I like that for this type of ship, but like if I was in a fighter, that would look really cool. And definitely for like a big ship. Can you get rid of those speed lines? Let's see, if I turn this on again, do I get any options or anything? Oh, look at that. Okay. So, oh, heck. All right, then. Brightness, enable, velocity lines. There we go. That's just kind of the annoying thing. I like that you can't see that. I bet the velocity lines are good for like a larger ship, huh? Yeah, that's really cool. This is very, very cool. Okay, good. Good. Let's not do that for now. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that is working. So it was really just our test sandbox was flawed. Yeah, okay. Let's see. What's our... We've got quite a ways before we hit the spot where the thrusters switch over, so... I'm taking a drink of water, which means if you're enjoying the stream, please consider throwing a like on the video. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. All right. We're using a lot less... Actually, no, I can't say that. I was going to say we're using a lot less hydrogen. That is strictly true, we are, but also we're not at the spot of the trip where we need to use a lot of hydrogen, so... Oh, hey, Joe, I didn't even see it in the midst of all the other chatter. Welcome back. Yeah, I was saying earlier, the thrusters right in my face give me like a... They keep me warm in the vacuum of space here. So... If this works, if we successfully land this, then I think we are actually at a good stage to call this thing like feature complete, basically. And we could probably put a little bit of shaping armor on it. Not a whole lot, but just something to make it look a little bit more, or perhaps a little bit less like it's a cobbled together piece of parts. And then we could use it more often. If this successfully lands, that's the bigger test. Like, if it can basically fall and then stop itself from hitting the ground, then I can call the thrusters a win and we should be good. If it can stop itself from falling, it should be able to accelerate up, presumably. And then we could just, this thing could just be a automated shuttle for me. I don't have to sit on it the whole time. Yep, or it's entirely possible that we will smash into the connector and explode. So, we will see what happens. I'm going to stretch my back a little bit while we're riding the thing here. Yep. I do feel like Oh yeah, if it looks like the thrusters aren't able to keep up, we'll know because they'll be going faster than 80 meters per second. I'll just turn the hydrogens back on, and we'll navigate that way. It'll be fine. It's not a big deal. And then we'll just adjust the number of thrusters. Now I lost my train of thought, though. Oh, I was going to say, it would probably be easier. No, I won't say easier. It would be more efficient if I wrote a script to control this whole thing, but it would take me a lot longer, and I don't feel like doing it, so. I was telling a story at the beginning of some work I was doing to get my washing machine replaced, and kind of tweaked my back a little bit in the process of having to crawl around on the floor. We're getting into the blue zone, so okay. Oh yeah. Pertam is, what's this thing doing? Is it rotating? Oh, we're probably hitting the atmosphere now. Yeah, we're hitting the... oh, this is good. Either that or this thing is, really just messing with me here. But yeah, we're probably in atmosphere now. I don't know if the... Oh yeah, we're slowing down. That's weird. It's having a hard time keeping on target. That's really weird. Do I? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it just occurred to me. I lost two thrusters in one direction. So it doesn't have a whole lot of side-to-side thrust, but that doesn't seem to be the way that it's swaying. So maybe I should switch to Atmos sooner, because we definitely seem to be... Well, we're hitting the atmosphere coming down now. Because of the... You can tell because of the, you know, aerodynamics mod kicking in. It's throwing us way off course. How far off course are we right now? We are... No, this one. Yeah, we're a bit... It's trying to get there, but we're, like, really drifting. I wonder if it's... Uh-oh. Oh, the atmospherics didn't kick on. Let's run everything here for a minute. Yeah, the atmospherics didn't kick on, and if it's got to fly sideways like this, it's not going to have enough thrust to do that. So this could end up being a problem. Like, if I turn these off, our little side thrusters aren't going to be enough. So... Yeah, this is going to be rough. It's going to have to point itself down here at some point. We might land rather far from the base here, because it's not going to be able to slow itself with those side thrusters. How did we get so off course here? And why are we not, like... correcting ourselves too much here? I mean, we're able... It seems like we're able to slow ourselves enough, which I don't think we should be able to. If we can fly with just these two downward thrusters, although they... Yeah, no. We're falling. This is just falling. This is falling with style. Let's see. Can we... Turn all this off. Turn me this way. Turn me so I'm down more. Oh, the overrides are still... Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're hovering now. We're hovering. we want to go this way. I don't suppose if I turn it on now... Yeah, it's going to try and fly, because that way behind me is the front of the ship. So now it's going to try and fly me straight in that direction. But I can't figure out how it's going to... We're going to smash into the mountain. Let me see how close we can get, and then I'll try to maybe scooch myself over when we get closer to the ground. I don't know. This was better when we were all in on hydrogen. The wind is barely blowing at the moment, so I don't think it's wind related. The problem is collision avoidance is off because it has to get really close to the connector, so it's possible it'll try and go straight through that mountain. Do you know, if you have atmospheric thrusters and you try to fire them in space, do they actually fire? Like, do they use power? Or do they not? I would assume they do, and just don't produce thrust, but I'm curious. Like, could I just leave them on all the time? I also think it's pretty clear that the flatmos are not enough. I would have to add some more of them because they're like a half or a third of a normal thruster, so they're not enough to keep us steady if we're going to drift and rotate. There's a non-zero chance that we actually do make it back to the base. Because it is doing okay. It's just that we got to get past this cliff. We're at the top of the cliff that's behind the base right now. We got to get kind of past that. But I am kind of curious if it's going to do it or not. Because it does seem to be making its way over there. Maybe I should have made the first waypoint be up above the height of that cliff, just so that it has to go directly above the base, but far enough up. Actually, how high up did I make it? Maybe I did make it high enough up, and that's why we're going around the thing right now. Yeah, this would definitely freak me out if I launched it and then it just like went way off course and then slowly started drifting back toward the base. That kind of freaked me out. Yep. I'm going to let it keep doing this until it looks like we're going to hit the ground, but I am curious what pushed us so off course this time. Like, I don't think it's weight distribution, because we put everything pretty much symmetrical as best we could. We're making our way around the thing, so I think this may work. We're not going to run out of hydrogen due to the atmospherics helping, so... I don't know, I'm honestly kind of impressed by how well this is going. At least I'm saying that now until we get to the point where it actually has to connect. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have just made this thing like a normal looking, you know, instead of trying to make it fly vertical, you know? Don't turn upside down. You're not going to have enough thrust for that. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Yeah, we're getting real close to the ground here, buddy. Where's up? Where's up? We are 135 meters from the ground, which we can't see. Let's, scooch. Can I rotate toward the... No, this is really hard to pilot. I may have to put more side thrusters on this. That's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm kind of realizing. Yeah, the atmosphere is a little thick today. All right, I'm hoping if we're here, that it might be able to. Let's see, this is forward, right? Yeah. And this is backwards, or this way. I'm hoping since we're here now that it can kind of jimmy its way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop, don't hit the mountain. Okay, I'm going to try it. Let's see what it does here. It's being weird again. But we're not dropping. We're also just not going anywhere. Okay, sometimes it takes a minute to rotate. There we go. Okay. I think this is looking good. It should be able to figure this out. That's a little scary. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good, good. Okay, that's hopefully not going to interfere with anything at the moment. Okay. We have landed. That's just because everything was built only to functional level. So, it's just getting everything else back up. So, what have we learned? We don't have nearly enough side thrust, and also my atmospherics didn't kick in. Let me guess. I had another... Did I not change the event controller? I bet it still had the other thing in it. Yeah, I bet it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. So, Atmos. When we are greater than it, then the Atmos turn off. And when we are less than the Atmos turn on. Okay. Let me double check. So that's off, on, off. Okay. So I think we definitely need... Oh, off. There we go. I think we definitely need more atmospheric thrusters. Because obviously in space we can fly in a pretty straight line. Not really too worried about that. Okay, why is the weather being so, like, abrupt? It's been doing that since the update. Okay, we're gonna add... I'm willing to bet the down thrust is sufficient. But I think we're gonna have to add more side thrust. Sidewards thrust. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get up there. Let's see. I think How do we do on battery here? We're already recharged. We're already fully charged. So we probably used very little battery. All right, here's what I'd like to do. Let me see how many little flatmos I can get all over this thing. And if we just did like... I know I'm going to want to armor this thing up at some point, but if we just did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. So we just do that. I don't think I could do the same thing on the bottom because I fell off. Yeah, I don't think I have as much room here because I did the side ones, but let's get rid of the side ones. Let's get rid of the side ones. Because we're going to put them on the side. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I can't see the other ones. I also need to put... actually, I probably don't need these side. If we're not using these in the atmosphere much, I'm going to just get rid of these. No, I should probably just add more, but I'm going to get rid of them. Alright, can I get... I need to be able to see... I'm afraid to... I am afraid to do a blind pinking, as they say. Oh. Now I'm stuck. There we go. I think I want to keep that one. Yes. Get rid of you. Then we're going to do the same thing here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I feel like 9 of these suckers ought to be okay enough. I don't know. But we're going to do the same thing on the sides here, so we're going to go... are we going to get blasted? We might get blasted by stuff. I don't have nearly as much room here, do I? Might have to put them, put some of them on the side here. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Let's actually make these look good, though. I think these will be okay like this. I can't see which direction I'm going with this. Okay. Is this? Let's see, that's 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I can go down 1 if I wanted and still be good, I think. You know what? I always make things so hard on myself. Just make me a thing I could stand on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. man. It didn't work. Yeah. Yeah, well. Good enough. Okay. So we could do... Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 down the side here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I think I could do this from down here now that I know the pattern I'm going for. Alright, let's hope that that's enough to keep us on track, because we're going to take a bunch of ice back up to the station now. And do I want to ride it up? I think I'm not going to ride it up, just because I'm gonna trust it. Oh boy, we might have to ride it back up. That one. There we go. I probably need... Yeah, hold on. Before I do this, I probably do need more upwards facing ones. Did I take out... I took out the upwards facing ones entirely, so I definitely need more upwards facing ones. I think for this I'm going to grab these and just put them... I can't put them there, can I? Put them on the side here. Let's see, I'm probably going to do 4 of them. Because I don't want to do... I don't want to do flap... I'm concerned that these are going to stick out too much. I already got a ton of drag on here now that I think about it. I don't know why I'm bothering with worrying about drag, but... I think I'm going to do it like this. That's going to look dumb. Okay, it's going to go like this. Do it lower, right? Okay. Okay. Alatmo. Oh, okay. Atmo S. Almost. There we go. Okay, now they should be all off. The RCs, McSinney's. Okay. That should be good. The groups are still good. Let me get all of you out of there. Just throw you in there, and then we could Get rid of you. Alright, so I think it's probably good. I think it's probably good to go. I'm going to go take a little nap, drink some water, and we're going to fly it back up. Though I really am more confident in its ability to go up than I am in its ability to go down. So I'm also considering letting it go, because I can hover with the jetpack. Like, I might be able to safely come back to the ground if I go up just a couple meters. See if this thing can take off on its own and start flying up. And if it can, then I'm fairly confident it will make it to space on its own. And nah, we're gonna ride it up. I know it's gonna be boring again, but we're gonna ride it up. And then probably right back down again. Something about the atmospherics on it just really threw it off, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the extra weight or what. I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna take the I should probably go to that unknown signal at some point and get a skin or something. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do it again. Let's blueprint it. And we do need to get some ice in it. Oh, you've got some stuff in you, huh? Let's put you... Let's put you in there, too. Alright, so you're there. How much ice can we take? That's a lot of ice. That's good enough. Let's do that. Let's bring all that ice. That's fine. Ajir, man, if you're zonking out, go for it. Go for it. Okay, I'm changing my mind. We're not going to bring that much ice. We're going to bring a little bit of... we're going to bring a little bit of iron as well. So we're going to put back, like, 7,000 and bring a good amount of iron. We're going to bring some iron. Alright, I don't know why I don't use the connectors, but I don't. Okay, so we are full. We're recharged. Everything is good. Is there anything I need to take care of while I'm down here? I don't think so. So we are going to unlock the bottom. Let's see, if I do this, that's good. So I need to switch the connectors at some point, but unlock and go. Okay, good. The Atmos are definitely stressing the batteries. That's one thing. They are stressing the batteries. But we are going. So maybe we should add a couple more small batteries along there somewhere. But we got it. We got this. It seems to be able to stabilize now, so I think we're good. Although we do have 19 minutes of flight. That should be plenty to get us to... it'll get easier the higher up we go, but that should be enough to get us to 65. And there goes that unknown signal. Okay, so we only max out the thrusters, like, right at the ground, which is probably not the best time to be doing that, to be honest. Or max out the battery, rather. We could double the batteries, because I do have the spots on the bottom sides there. They just will also hit the ground when we dock, so I'm not going to do that. But I could fit a couple more small batteries, like, next to the big batteries, and then we'll at least have just a little bit more output with not nearly as much weight. Okay, so let's see if the switchover happens. We're still doing good on... Yep, there we go. So switchover has happened. Still climbing. We're good. We're good for up. So it'll just be the down will be the question. Actually, since down is a question, let's do this. Let's stop. Let's activate the opposite direction and fly back toward the planet and see if we redock correctly. I mean, we're right above the base, so in theory we should be good. But we're drifting now, because we are technically in the atmosphere. I'm wondering if I should... I think I'm going to raise that to 7,000. Because I think we're good to at least 7,000. I don't know that I could trigger it now, but I could definitely do this. What altitude are we at right now? We're just above 7,000. Oh. Well, now we got a little bit of a problem going on, don't we? So we seem to be pointing in the wrong direction. Can you help me turn? I wonder if I just need to leave them all on for the trip down. Why are we rotating so much? It doesn't make sense. If atmospherics were off, would we fix ourselves or would we just kind of plummet here? Yeah, I'll leave them on. Let me do this. Let me straighten myself here. I know we're kind of plummeting at the moment. Just chill. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Maybe we need another gyroscope now because we're so heavy. I think maybe that's the problem. We are falling. I need target-based... Okay, you know what? I'm going to let this thing take over. We're going to have to get another... We're gonna have to get another gyroscope on there. I'm going to hope that this thing can... There we go. There we go. It could do it better than me with overrides. So, okay. Now, if I turn off those, will we be good? Or am I gonna need? Am I gonna need these? Because we're coming in awfully fast. You know what, I'm just gonna turn them off for a bit and let's see how we do. Because we are slowing. Well, not at the moment, but we were slowing for a minute. Yeah, we are able to maintain pretty much in any orientation, so hopefully... okay, I take that back. What are you doing? Why are you going so close to the ground? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. I can't. Nothing I can do. Well, we didn't lose the ice. I don't know why it drifts. How far away are we? We're not that far away. I don't know why it drifts so much. On the way down, that's weird. Man, that's weird. Well, let's see how far is the antenna set to. I bet you gyroscope would more gyroscopes would help. So that'll be version 2. We'll have that. How far is the antenna set for 5? Yeah, okay. Let's just walk. We gotta walk back. So, hey Dennis, welcome to the stream. Doesn't seem like the wind is pushing too hard. Like the thrusters should be able to account for it, but when I had all hydrogens, it was able to counteract the wind, and I guess the atmospherics are just less powerful than hydrogens. So. Yep. It's a bit of a stroll. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I can fit all of the parts of that thing inside of the buzzard. I may have to... Yeah, I know the flat atmos, Adonis, they're like a third of one regular atmospheric. So yeah, the math doesn't work out, because I had 2 small hydrogens, which are each larger than, more powerful than one atmospheric. Hydrogen is more powerful than an atmospheric. So 9 flatmos is roughly 3 regular small atmos, which I was hoping would be, you know, about the same as a hydrogen, but I don't know. I didn't do the math. We should have just done regular atmospheric thrusters. Or I should have just stuck with the hydrogens and not bothered with it. They were working. They just consumed a lot of hydrogen. That was the only problem. But I bet you taking off the few hydrogen thrusters on the top would have been a decent savings. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm definitely going to have to go back over there and collect all the parts for that. So the question is, do I do that now? Or do I go up to the space station with the teleporter and just build up there for a while? And clean up the mess later. You know, we got the blueprint. We'll just project a new one. It's not a big deal. But it would be nice to recoup as many of the components as possible. But at the moment, I don't think we're hurting for materials, so... Small hydro is 98. Atmo is 96. Flat Atmo is 32. So yeah, 9... So, 9 Atmos, Flatmos, should have been more than my 2 small hydros. But the thing is, like, it wasn't drifting before, and I wonder if that's... because we put too much weight on it, and the one gyroscope couldn't, you know, couldn't keep it from rotating. And when it rotates, then it starts to drift. So I bet you that's what's going on. We could take the platypus over there. That's got plenty of cargo. We could definitely go get all the parts. I was thinking of taking the buzzard, but yeah. Why don't we do that? This probably won't take long. We'll go out there. We'll get the... hey, remember that thing I was talking about where the build and repair steals your wheels? I think we may have run into that bug. Because I'm missing some wheels. Which build and repair still has the... Which build and repair did I leave the wrong settings on? Let's see. Those are all off. Those are all off. All off. What about you? All off. All off. Huh. Did the... I wonder if they just glitched out again. This grid glitches a lot. Can I put them back without killing myself? Wheel could not be placed. Well, I don't feel like dealing with that now, so... We'll have to get a piston on there and whatnot. Let's see. This is not going to have enough cargo, and it's already apparently glitching out on me a bit. The new update where they moved the tensors, the inertial tensors to experimental, and they turned off all of my tensors, and then I had to turn them back on. And now they seem to be jiggling a lot more than they used to. So, do I have it on this? Yeah, I have it on you. I have it on you. Do I have it on these things? No, that might help. That seems to... The sound is gone. No, it's not. I thought I had it. It should have been on everything except for the initial... Yeah, it's on there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that seems to be less jiggly. We could take this thing. It's just going to take a couple of trips. Especially since that thing is filled with ice. Which is a bit of a problem. Realistically, we should have dropped off the ice and then done a test after that. But, you know, whatever. Live and learn. Let's go up to the station and build a little bit up there. I don't feel like dealing with that thing now. It'll live for a long time. Although I should have probably... Yeah, let's make one trip out there. I should GPS it. Let's make a trip out. Do I have... Let's see. You're on auto. I don't even remember how any of this stuff works. Let's get some lights on. Unlock. And wheels. Yep. No, let me guess. I'm going to crash this thing now. Okay, there we go. This thing is... Wait a minute, what is this first thing? I can't tell what the... Oh, that's the power. No wonder. Okay. Or maybe it's friction. I can't tell. I think this one is... There we go, that's the height. That's what I need to bring up. Okay. Mr. MD, welcome to the stream. Or MRMD, however you say it. Let me know. Welcome. If you're just arriving, I crashed a ship and we're gonna go get it. Or at least part of it. Yeah, if I turn off... Because I left the thrusters running, so if I turn off the thrusters, then... Hopefully... that antenna will last for a while, but I'll just GPS it when I get there, and then I won't have to worry about it. This thing's a little bit top-heavy because of all of the subgrids, so it's a little bit difficult to drive. Well, welcome, MD. Glad to have you. Is there a genius, easy way to add more torque to wheels? Put thrusters on it. let the thrusters help with the wheels. Alright. Let's see what we got sitting around out here. Oh, these things are still on. They're not even connected to power. Let's see. There's a bunch of scrap. A bunch of parts. Alright, let's just go and turn off Oh, no, not you. Turn off you. Turn off you. There we go. You don't need to be doing stuff. Alright, so let's... Actually, let's turn the antenna off too, just in case. Because I'm not going to be able to get all this stuff in one go here anyway, so... GPS... Scene of the... crash. Wait a second. Wait, do the tank tracks make the vehicle more stable? I know they, like, turn off the, like, wheel turning visuals, but do they actually make it more stable? Okay. Folks, you're going to teach me right now how to put tank tracks on this thing, okay? I got a tank track builder. What do? Aim at vehicle, press F to begin. Okay. Left mouse button to add or remove wheels. Wheel, wheel, wheel. F to finalize. Boom. Okay, I didn't really need your help, but thanks. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. That just looks cool. And, oh, I'm inside of it now. I didn't think that through. And the wheels are moving a little bit. Okay, well, let's see if that helps on the way back. I feel like I should replace these wheels with bigger wheels now, but at least I could still use the ladder. I really do. I've been wanting to make a... I put the Tank Tracks mod in so long ago. I've been meaning to make... Oh, I put a bunch of iron in here, too. Damn it, this is going to take a minute. Let me bring this... Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's much nicer. Okay, don't hit anything. Okay. There you go. Now I can at least go... Ice. Everything. Ice. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Not that. Ice. The ice is the tough thing, because it took me a while to get all this ice. I really don't want to lose it. Oh, I wonder, is one of the connectors still good? I could probably connect up to it. Shoot. Alright, that might be... Let me... Not you. Let me collect some pieces off the ground here. And I don't want to put too much more in the thing here because it's going to be top heavy. Alright, what other things are worth getting? I mean, we're going to get it all. I'm just trying to think about that. Actually, are we even? We're probably getting pretty full here, aren't we? Yeah, we are basically full, so... do I even care what to grab? Let's just grab a thruster, I guess. Alright. Hey, Just a Fan. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
Inventory full.
Oh,
Inventory full.
That's okay. Oh, and the cockpit's full. Cockpit's full of nickel? That's silly. Okay. Alright, we'll come back to it later. Let's see how old Tank Tracks does getting us back to the base here now that we're all full of stuff. I'm not gonna try and be crazy with the Tank Tracks because I don't want to lose 2 vehicles in one day here. It does seem to be a little bit more stable. Which is weird because I know there's like, I don't know where the center of mass is, but like we put more weight in the middle and but also toward the top, so. I like it. I should put in that there's that other mod that gives you like varieties of tank tracks. I should put that mod in too. Good call on the tank tracks. All right. What do we got? Like 35 minutes left in the stream, roughly? I say I spend 30 of those minutes trying to figure out how to dock this thing. And then we'll head up to the space station and do a little bit of trying to make it feel like a space station. I don't think I could do a 24-hour stream. I think that would be a bit much. I want to say the longest stream I've ever done was 6 hours. And it was Starfield, I think. That was disappointment. But that one was funny. That one was funny because like I was working with a new client at the time, and I took the day off for the Starfield release, and my boss, essentially the client, was like, "Oh God, I just blew off the front of the ship," and there's stuff in the connector. I wonder why. I probably just broke the grill off the front. But anyway. We were talking about how excited we were for Starfield and everything, and I told him I was taking the day off to play Starfield and everything, and so, like, he did not take the day off. But then, like, throughout the day, he's... Oh my God. Seriously? That connector probably had a bunch of stuff in it. Probably had a bunch of ice in it. Anyway. You know what? Anyway, the short story is he was still working, but then throughout the day he was texting me things that were implying that he was also playing Starfield. That was where I was going with this. And then it turned out to be a bit of a disappointment. Alright, then what's going on in the cockpit here? We got all these things we don't need sitting in the cockpit here. That, I think we do want to keep there. Alright, so we're going to need a connector on the back of this. And then, what did I break off the front? Anything important? I think there was just a grill. Maybe some lights. There might have been some lights on the front. Yeah, I think I broke the grill and the lights that were on the front, and I don't care. Let's see if we can connect this thing. I always hate parking this thing. It's the worst. I don't know why. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop. This is like the worst. And now I can't see which... I can't see which way the wheels are turned, so I'm like trying to angle it properly. Come on. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. Down you go. Okay. Okay, now we're not going to drive you again for a while. Yeah, let's see. Let's go... I've got the cleanup turned off, the garbage collection, so we hopefully don't need to worry about him despawning over there. Let's see. Nope. Okay. These guys are still up here. Very good. Not doing anything. Interesting. Okay, let's think about how we want. So one thing I'm eventually going to do is replace all of this with the new, like, ground parts, the floor parts. Not going to do that just yet, because I don't know what design I want it to look like. But what we could do is actually, could we use those as walls? I already typed wall and I meant floor. So let's see. So we got the big like this. That's a big wall. Then we got these. I like this system so much. It's like we could do so many cool things with this. Does one of these have that, like... Oh, there we go. Floor decal. That's got the stripe on it and everything. Yeah. Okay. That's a cool idea. I think I'm just going to map this out with steel blocks for now. I'm trying to think. So I want... Part of this is going to be a... Well, let's see. This is going to be the back room over here. This will eventually be like the server room area. We'll get like a small grid thing and put all the programmable blocks and the controllers and everything on it. So I think this is going to be... Or do I want this to be like the wall, the edge? Let's see. I got that guy in there though. I don't want him to be too far back. I could move him. The survival kit. Yeah, we could make this the wall, basically. So these things will move out of the way here. This will be like our... In fact, let's do a couple of things. So we don't need you there. I want to make... Let's see, over this way, I think we're going to do a big cargo container like this. Like this. Like this. One of these. Yes. No? No, because I don't have interior plates. Okay. Oh, I meant to drop all those things off and I forgot. Alright, but anyway, now we'll have some major cargo. The words, there's the words. Alright, where do I want to put... Where do I want to put my little server thing? I actually think I'm going to keep it out in this area here. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it behind. I'm going to put it back here. So, if that's the wall here, I think what I'm going to do is a hinge. Yeah, we'll do it like this. But then we'll take that off and give it a medium head. I guess we got all the parts for you, huh? Oh, you're already good. I didn't need to do that. Need like a cargo access. Alright, so at the moment, we're just going to need 2 of these things and 1 programmable block. So that's what I'm going to stick on the front of this. Basically, if I could get it to finish building here. I did put those into production, did I? Didn't I, or did it not go? Okay. Good, good, but why aren't we... Or did it go? No, it did not go. It needs motors. We did not build motors. Are we not able to build motors? I'm very confused. I don't know where those motors just went to. Probably to the cargo container. Oh, let me guess. That's where everything is going, isn't it? Yeah, that's where everything's going. Okay, just make the things for both of those things. Alright, so then we're going to need 2 of these controller thingies on there. And we're just going to have to copy the controls over. And then a programmable block. So what are these things called? Turret, controller, and programmable block. So we can put this like... I don't know, I'll put this in the middle. Then we'll put the turret controllers on the top. Oh, they do stick out a bit, don't they? Let's do them like this, then. We can always go higher. Which way is up? That way is up. So we'll do that and that. Okay. Make me all that. Let's rename this thing to... Cargo L. Alright, and then... Let's just do this. I want you... Oh, actually, how do I want to do this? Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I want you to be a programmable block running Izzy's. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Do I need to change any settings on you? Don't remember if I need to change any settings on these. Auto crafting true, auto disassembling false. I think it's probably fine. Let's just go for it. Okay. I'll probably have to throw in another couple cargo containers, but it'll be fine for now. Alright, so you're good. And then... turret controller. Oh, what did I call those? TCs? No. Oh, solar controller. That's what I called them. Okay, so... Solar 1 controller, solar 2 controller. Okay. And these are solar 1, solar 1, solar 1. Love it. And just always aim at the sun. So that should be easy enough. And you're just... Solar 2, solar 2, solar 2. And aim at the sun, and that's it. Alright, so let's actually just get rid of these other ones then for a minute. Get rid of you. And you. And you. Alright, then you are going to be the new Solar 1 controller. Get rid of you. And you are... Oh, did I really name them that way? I guess I did. That makes it easy. Azimuth, elevation, camera. Then, oh, you know, we changed these to like 2, I want to say, because we didn't need it to go spinning around like crazy. Always aim at the sun, and we're good. Okay. Solar 2, controller. That's the wrong one. Azimuth. Solar 2, Solar 2, Solar 2, 2, 2. Aim at the sun. It's very shiny out here, but everybody's still aiming at the sun, so we're good. How are we doing on oxygen up here? I was gonna juice it with some ice, but let's actually see. How's our, since it's been doing this whole time. That's the oxygen farm. Where's my oxygen tanks? Yeah, 37%. Maybe I don't need to bring ice up here. Maybe we're just good. Okay. So this is going to block off our access to this area, which is going to be entirely encased. We'll have to do some kind of shaping of things a bit here. In the meantime, I want to get an LCD panel out so that I can mess with auto crafting. And I think I'm going to just put it right here because I've already got like a thing that looks different. So let's just put it right there. Beautiful. LCD for auto crafting. And there we go. Alright, now we just need to make one of everything. And we should be good. Let's see. So we've got computers, construction components, detectors, displays, interior plates, large tubes, motors, steel plates.
Energy low.
1 second, please. One thing that I wanted to do before I forget is try one of these new lab doors. There's two doors here. Let's see what they look like. So we've got lab door this way. Okay, so that's the darkened version. And then I kind of think that the lab doors would look really cool as an airlock door, right? Because they're real thin. You know, you would have to surround them with stuff, as opposed to like some of these other ones where you could just smash them next to each other. Actually, this one's probably a really cool airlock door, to be honest. Yeah, it's actually really cool. Yeah. Okay, anyway, getting distracted. Yeah, I was thinking about these, but actually now I'm thinking I don't like the clear, like so much window just going back to where it looks like nothingness. So, oh, that's true. Lab door plus corridor plus lab door does equal, yeah, you could do a, and just like put it on the outside like this, and then do that. Yeah, that is true. I don't need a airlock to the back room though, because I assume I will pressurize the back room as well, unless I don't. Unless this area was just always exposed to space back here. Then I'd... Well, you know what? We haven't even enclosed this area yet, so let's not worry about those things yet. Alright, what other things do we need to build a little bit? I don't remember. So, maybe a display, maybe a girder. Pretty sure we got those. How about a metal grid? I don't know that we're going to need power cells, but we'll make some. Solar panels, we'll do a few small tubes. I could do thruster components just because we're gonna have the platinum. We're not gonna have the. Oh, I'm gonna run out of gold. We need to find an asteroid that's got random gold in it. To be honest. All right, we got computers. Is there anything else major I'm missing here? I mean, I should probably do solar panels too, just to have some sitting around in case we need them. Got motors. Do we have the large steel tube? We got large tube. We got small tube. That's probably, if there's anything else we need, we'll just get it later. So, bulletproof glass, let's say we just need 100 computers. It's good to have like 200 of those at least. Let's say we need 200 of those. We'll up these as needed. Detectors, we don't need a lot of. Displays. Let's say 50. In fact, I'm gonna cut those down to 30. It won't do anything, but let's see. Girders we're gonna need a lot of when we start making windows. Let's have like 200 of these in stock. Metal grids. Let's say 100. Oh, I know. Scarce resources. It changes the entire game. Like, I can't just go get more gold easily. Motors, let's say 200. Power cells, I like to keep enough for like one battery around because they take a while to build. But I actually don't think we need a lot of. But yeah, it's fine. One battery's worth. Small tubes, let's say 100. Solar cells, let's just say 50 because I'm not building a lot of them. And then let's say like 500 steel plate. Go to town, please. Alright, so I gotta think about the shape of what I actually want this station to look like. So we're gonna have like, in this front section here is where we're gonna actually build the ship. So I'm probably gonna want an airlock for the, to get in and out of the station itself to be like right here. So, but I also want a lot of glass. This needs to be like just tons of glass all over the place. I'm thinking maybe I should do just like a structure, like a support structure, like some skeleton steel, and then just fill it in with glass. And then we can kind of go from there. Did I make this? This was all interior. Yeah, it's all interior block. That's cool. Yeah. And then that back section will be the same, like, it'll look like it's all part of the same shape, but that just won't have the glass on it. So I kind of need to think about what I want the whole shape of this station to look like. I don't want it to be super tall, too, because, like, obviously I've got the, things can dock to the top of this side section is kind of the idea. And it really doesn't need to be tall, because the only thing inside is me. So it doesn't even really need to be this big. I just made a giant room. I also was thinking we could separate this. That was the other part of it, is separating this interior into a couple of different rooms. So like the rings, which I think will probably end up moving a little bit, but the ring platform should probably be in its own little room. So that might be like, if the airlock is here, we might have the command station be like right here, and then maybe the rings are like back here, And, maybe we do like a little captain's quarters over here or something. Probably have to move this screen, but like we could do that, like a little captain's area here with the survival kit in it. We can move the survival kit too. We need to. But then we do... Actually, we're probably going to have to move it because this won't be airtight. So we're going to have to move the survival kit no matter what. Or we can make a med bay instead. That might actually be better to do. So we could do a med bay back here. So I'm thinking rings are going to actually go over here. Let me kind of map this out. So if we did like... Okay, so something like that. And then we put like the rings like... I think I'm going to move this up a little bit. This seat does not need to be there. It's just where it happens to be. So if we did that and we put the rings like right in the middle of this room, you know, and the room could be divided by other things besides these blocks. I'm just trying to map this out a little bit. But like, let's say the rings are like right there. You know, and then we got our outer wall here. Yeah, then this area here, we could put like a med bay like right here. I'm not going to cover the rings, but like we could, this wall could just be here and that could be our division. And then we could just have like a table or, you know, sink or whatever in here. Actually, probably like a cryopod or a bed or something back here would be good too. Then this will be the airlock area, which we will attempt to automate. And then, so maybe like, I mean, I guess it would just be like a, you know, let's say that door, space, door, I don't know how much space we're going to need, but then you just kind of like come on in and you're here, and then the whole rest of this is just like command center. Then I could keep my screen right there, because this will just completely, you know, this will be blocked over. So what would I need? I'm going to need some medical components. What would I need to make a med bay up here? Oh, I keep forgetting that the like nice little U-shaped symmetrical med bay is in Space Engineers 2 and not Space Engineers 1. That's unfortunate. That's something they should port the model of that over. All right, so if I did that, and then I also want to move the rings, we could also use the rings with the stick too if we wanted. Let me think about that, because if we put them like up against the wall here even, then that would just be on the wall. Yeah, and then we wouldn't need that there. Oh, what mod are you working on, Dennis? Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having this be like maybe up against like this wall or something like that, and then you walk out of this room. Let's do that. I'm gonna move it now, actually. Put it there, and I'm gonna tell it go ahead and get rid of the other one so that it will have the parts for it. And then I gotta figure out, I'm gonna have to figure out the piping situation to a med bay that's back here. And also I don't remember what the floor looks like here, so we're gonna have to figure that out. I think it was, do I have it in the, doesn't look like I do. Interior wall. It's one of these, I think. And it was probably the one where you can't tell what direction it is. So who knows what direction all of them were. It probably wasn't that. Alright, so the med bay goes this way. Hang on. I think that's upside down. Med bay goes this way. So we can have this against the back wall if we wanted. We would just have to run. Let's see. Oh, it'd be convenient if it was, because the way that port is, if it was just like right there. Oh, that's actually a really cool idea. I like that. Cryo respawn. Oh, that's actually really cool. That makes more sense than having like a separate, like the cryo chamber that looks like a vat, and then like your clone just like plops out of a survival kit. Okay, so I need. Do I want this thing to just be up against a wall like this? Because I could just do that. I was thinking it should be embedded, but that won't really be airtight. So... I think
Energy low.
I'm gonna do it like here for now. This is so slow. I'm gonna be very happy when that's all piped up. All right, we need to learn how to make medical components real quick. I think we've got silver up here. Looks like we do. Okay. So... where's medical components? Oh, I bet you took it right away, didn't you? I bet you took them. You did. Okay. Well, that's fine. You'll figure it out, and if not, I'll just get you to figure it out. So, get rid of you guys. This is the dangerous part where I can't die while the survival kit is gone. Not that I can't just teleport back up here if needed, but... let's see, we're gonna move, I think this will be the door out of the ring room. Did we find the medical components yet? You got 4 out of 15. So we need 10, 12. 1 for good luck. Right? 1 for good luck? Maybe not? Maybe yes? Okay. How many of these do we want to keep in stock? I don't know, but what are you missing now? 1 medical component? But there was 1 more. What, did we just have a conniption here? Why aren't we building you? Did I break a connection? No, I didn't, because that's still there. Okay, so the medical components are back in here now. Let's just keep, like, 15 of them in stock. Enough for 1 medbay. But also, could you please make me a medbay? Where's the... Is it you? No. Who's got the armored ones? There we go. The modded armored ones. Corner... I think it... Oh, jeez. I think it's there, yes. And then straight to there. Yeah, did I run out of a material or something, or no? No, it doesn't look like it. Why are we just not building the medbay anymore? I'm gonna need cargo access in the front room. Maybe I should make... Let's see, that's gonna be the wall to there. I could... let's see, let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. And then let's make a cargo right here. Cargo... a T-junction. Yes, yes. That way, right? That's where it's coming from? Yes. Sure. Okay, that's why I needed a cargo access. Okay. Make me all the goods. Okay, good. So that my wall is going to go to there. So this and this will be up in the front area. So why are we not? That was weird. Why did it say I needed to withdraw? Couldn't withdraw steel plates. This didn't need any steel plates. Ah, instant. Instant relief, and I could change my look if I wanted to. And now I'm stuck. There we go. Alright, one thing I need to do is rename some stuff. And then we're going to call it a day. Yeah, and I should probably also think about putting a cryo chamber up here as well, just in case. So transport rings, I don't need to see them. This hinge is going to be the server rack, and I don't need to see that at all. And then this is just a cargo container, which I don't need to see. There we go. Then the medical room. Spawn name is the stationary station alpha. Good, good, good. Okay. Anything else going on? Doesn't look like it, but I don't need to see you. You're fine, I don't care. Cargo elevator dock. You... I don't need to see you. Probably the rest of that is okay. Don't really need to see you. Okay. Yeah, it's all fine, whatever. Okay, so that's a good start. Then I got to figure out what does the ceiling of this look like? Because we could go, if I made this like a center line, we could go up and kind of go, like as a structural wall, go up and come down here, and then we'd have like a divider. And if I extend this out, we could make a whole like receiving area. If we wanted to have like an entryway area, and then just this big side area becomes the control center, that would be okay. I think I'm gonna put the cryo, what you call it, like right here. It'll just be next to the bay. Let me. What does the new one do? It's not called cryo. It's called like. I don't even remember what it's called. VAT. There it is. Now the VAT, if I wanted to use that, I don't think I... Oh, it does have one on the back. Oh, should I sleep in the VAT when I'm in space? I kind of think I should. Plus it, like, really matches the med bay here. Is this right side up? I don't think so. I think it's probably this. This? Wait. What? Which way is up? There's like a red dot on that. Oh, wait a minute. What does that say? Doesn't say anything. It says like a thing. This also has a red dot on it. It says the same things. How does it know which way is up? That... Oh, wait. This... Okay. At the very least, the thing that says net is right side up this way. So I'm gonna assume this is up, and that I'm not gonna get in it and like fall out the bottom, or just be upside down in space here. So then I'm gonna need a conveyor T. Yes. There's the thing on the back. Yes. Okay. Wait. The word net needs to be upside down? Oh, I guess it does, because look which way the stuff's going. Huh. Oh, wait a second. We are... Okay, so we are definitely still in the gravity, because when I get in, it tells me I can't sleep here, because it's daytime. So, when I sleep up here, it will still cause the sun to spin around. So that's fun. Okay, let's flip it over. This thing is dumb. I hope Keen fixes that. The word net is the only thing that isn't like, you know, I could do it laying down like this if I had a thing in the floor, and then I would just be kind of sleeping in it, but then I bet the bubbles would be going sideways, right? So, alright, so this way. Man, that's dumb. They need to put some sort of indicator on there. Yeah, I know there's a few words on it, but like, none of them indicate which way is up unless one of the words is up. This is the only one that's like, could possibly, because some of them are written sideways. Oh, I guess made in space is that way. So, I don't know. They need to make it easier. They need to, like, obviously I know which way is the back because of those. Make this easier for me. I am old and slow. Okay, there's words on the bottom there. Maybe that's the trick. There's no words there. There's words there. Because you can't see the bubbles when you're placing it, yeah? Well, it's just stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid and I don't like it, and I'm considering ripping it out, but I'm not. I'm going to take a little bath. Alright. That's enough of that. Should probably grab some food out of here. Then I could sleep with some food in me. Let's just grab all the food and water. Do I have a bottle? I got bottles. Yes. Alright. One quick thing before I go. I need to test that the new rings work. They do. And then I need to drop off some stuff I don't need. Which one is it? Yeah, okay. That's all good. I'm taking all that back up. And then we're going back up. I wish the sound was a little bit quieter. Okay. And we're back. And we'll come out this way. And then we will go to sleep. We're going to sleep here tonight. I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to get really loud when I do it. But then I'm going to hop in and end the stream. So, thanks everybody for hanging out today. Tomorrow, I think we were originally planning something new, but then Pat discovered, Skeletor, my friend Pat, discovered that there's a skin in Marvel Rivals that he really wants that's like part of an event, and so we're going to play Marvel Rivals tomorrow. I haven't played in like a couple weeks, so I'm probably going to be slightly worse than I was before, which was pretty bad. So yeah, a little bit of Marvel Rivals tomorrow, and then Sunday Halo, and then we're just on a normal schedule again, so we'll be back to Space Engineers in a week. And yeah, that'll be that. So please consider liking the stream if you liked it in real life, and if you'd like to get notified when I go live, consider subscribing, because I do schedule these things out usually ahead of time, although I haven't scheduled anything for tomorrow yet because I didn't know until recently what we were doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you don't see me tomorrow for the Marvel Rivals because that's not your cup of tea, then I will see you next week, and you can have a good weekend. Take care.